And he's an absolutely awesome YouTuber.
Thank you.
And no, you are, mate. I'll give credit where credit's due. Just tell us why you've come down today, Jeff, and give your YouTube a bit of a shout out for those that don't know you, because you actually have done some really good interviews, you've done some really good podcasts, and you're quite an awesome guy, because actually you tell us the truth. And it's nice to see you actually down here filming yourself and boots on ground kind of thing, if that makes sense.
Yes, yeah. Well, I'm here because basically I think this is a travesty. Tommy Robinson shouldn't be where he is in the position he's in. He was just telling the truth, and there are certain legal requirements that might not have been met anyway, but they're still trying to force the issue. They're trying to get him from the Woolwich Crown Court behind me into Belmarsh, which is just over there. Very close and very handy for this sort of thing. And if it's Tommy today, it will be any one of us tomorrow, and we mustn't allow that to happen, and we must keep the pressure on. Now, they were hoping that when they picked him up Friday at 3, that it would collapse the whole Saturday the 26th rally in London, the Unite the Kingdom rally, but it didn't. Tens of thousands of people were there, and they did not kick off, they did not cause trouble. There was no, they predicted that they could probably sweep us all off, get us all into court, lots of film cameras, one by one, and deal with us and put us in there with Tommy. But it didn't happen that way. Peaceful, passionate patriots, that's what they were. Peaceful, passionate patriots, the 3 Ps. So just remember that. That's a big phrase. Peaceful, passionate patriots. We should all be that all the time. Anyway, you can find me on YouTube, so just at Jeff Taylor, basically, and you'll find me there, or at Jeff Taylor UK on Twitter. I don't use much else. I spend most of my time, believe it or not, researching. I spend hours looking at other videos, other newspaper reports, all this sort of thing, to try and put together the best sort of information.
Knowledge is the best thing, isn't it?
Yeah, so to try and make the best content for you to get as much of the truth as possible. I make mistakes though, so don't believe everything I say. I always encourage people to go and have a look.
To be truthful, we all do. And at the end, I mean, GB News were at several protests over the weekend, and they were accosted and pushed and shoved. One of them, the guy said, "I'm going to go down to the Tommy," and then he said he met people there. He said, I met elderly people there, pensioners. He said I met people from all mixed race, Asian people. I met Muslim people. I met Caribbean people, all sorts of people, and there were children there. He said I didn't see any sign of any trouble at all. And he said I engaged with the people and the people. And Michelle Dewberry's and also a GB News a journalist, and she said exactly the same when she went to Trafalgar Square. She said all I saw was pensioners, mixed race people enjoying themselves at a brilliant event.
Day. Yeah, and that's what this is all about. That is the best of British, you see. That's who we are as a people. We're not these woke, wet, I won't say the word, who try to tell us that we're racist or we're still slavers and we have all this white privilege. What a load of garbage. Don't believe them. We must fight back against all that. I mean, I'm former Royal Navy, and the Royal Navy is the thing that put paid to slavery in the Atlantic at great cost to the nation. And we lost a lot of lives doing it as well.
And I've actually seen you doing maritime law, common law, and you've done so much. And getting your head around it is one thing, and we know the court system itself is almost like a maritime ship. It's almost like you can't cross the bar, you've got the judge that sits up high like a captain. They're predominantly made of wood, they're vessels, they carry goods, women are goods. You know the law yourself because you've done it on your YouTubes.
Yeah, but the interesting thing is that the jury is the most powerful part in a court, except in this procedure there is no jury. It's a judge-only thing. It's up to them to decide. And that's the thing that worries me in this. Someone is going to lose their liberty. But just recently, the Paul Golding case, where he was, where someone was went to court because they had chased him down the road, I gather, with a machete. And the jury found that person innocent. That shows you where the power lies, and this shows you where the power is going to lie, because juries are now going to be sectarian in the same way that politics is. If you go into a court in one town, you'll be treated completely differently if you're in front of a jury in another part
Yeah,
of the country.
it's a complete
and
suit here.
We now live in very dangerous times.
Absolutely. And we've got a very, very, very dangerous leader.
Yes.
Thank you, Jeff.
Sorry.
Pleasure, mate.
Hands full of stuff.
Thank you, Jeff. Brilliant, mate. So that's, if you look my name up, see my name,
Yeah.
and you Google it, you'll find all my stuff out there.
Okay, yeah.
And if you want to get in touch, reach out and do something with me one day. I'll get you on the show if you want to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Thank you very much. There you are, guys. You heard Jeff himself, and great YouTuber. Does some brilliant stuff. Some of the stuff he does, he just YouTube Jeff, and everything of his just comes up.